to when I had social anxiety when I was younger. And I didn't know that's what it was. I just thought it was being nervous, being shy. That's what we called it. That's what I called it. I was just being shy because I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know how to carry myself. I was too nervous. What would they think? All my own insecurities. In reality, most people don't give a fuck. They have their own securities they're worried about. It's like the whole thing when people go to the gym, right? You don't want to go to the gym and look awkward and look weird in front of people, when in reality, the other people there don't want to look awkward and feel weird with you looking at them, right? The majority of people are just there to get in the workout and get the fuck on, better their lives, right? They just want to knock it out. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Savage Over Average channel. We want to bring you content, that's going to help you become a savage, help you remain a savage, and expose you to the average lies you've been told. Things you think is common, things you think are the norm. Fuck all that. In this life, savage or nothing, right? So, my name is Robert, if you didn't know. Created this channel over a year ago, try to help people, try to build a community of similar-minded people. And I go mobile. We used to do it in a chair, but recently we've been going mobile, trying to get you moving, trying to show you guys different things. Right now, it's the morning. I'm on a trail right by my house, Pacific Electric Trail, I believe, in Fontana. Really nice trail. Well, visually, it's kind of pretty nice, but there's some shady characters on here. I would say give it a try, but just don't do it by yourself, because you never know who's out here. I've heard different stories. There's been different reports of criminal activity, but during the day, I feel like it's a lot of people. Always come with a friend. Especially ladies, come with a friend. Don't come by yourself. Have pepper spray or have something to protect yourself. Maybe a taser. But you got to get outdoors. You can't run. It's not like, oh, I'm not going to go outside because there's a lot of shady characters. There's these people coming out here that might hurt you. Whatever. You don't want to be avoiding it. We got to get outside. We got to get some sunlight. Look at this. Look at that sunlight right there. Beautiful. But yeah, guys, where you at? There we go. But yeah, guys, Saturday morning, just got after it. Did my morning little light weights just to get the body feeling warmed up, and did a 2-mile run. Still recovering from my ankles, feeling good, doing good. It's the first time I ran in the cold, so it was a little bit discomforting, but we got it done. Met up with my homie Anthony. It was really, really nice to see him. We're getting back into it. It's funny. We're supposed to, we want to get back to doing a podcast, but unfortunately he had some plans he had to take care of. But maybe tomorrow or next week, because we're going to start running again together. So we're going to find time to bring you guys another episode. If you guys don't know Anthony, go check out that podcast. It's right after we did the marathon. We ran a marathon we ran an ultra marathon together. And it was crazy, man. It was life-changing for me. And he's basically been my running buddy. We haven't done any running, but we still keep in contact. And it's funny because you guys are going to hear more about this once we both get on the podcast, but we have both been slacking. Both of us have been undisciplined. Both of us have put on some weight. Both of us have had injuries that have prevented us from running. So we both message each other. We say, you know what? We're okay to run a mile or two. Not nothing crazy like 10 miles like we used to do on the weekend. But you know what? Just to get back into the groove, just tell our bodies this, enough is enough, slacking off. Let's fucking get to it. So we told ourselves Saturday morning, we're going to wake up at 5 o'clock, get a light workout in, get a catch up, get a run in. So that's what we did. And it felt really, really good. I feel good right now. Getting back into the groove. Most people are sleeping. I used to be sleeping last week. This time I was sleeping, but I had to hold myself accountable, and that's what we're doing with each other. We're holding ourselves accountable as well. Accountability partner is very important. To have similar-minded people around you that want the same thing, that yeah, want the same thing at the end of the day. They want to become the best version of themselves, and that's his mindset. That's my mindset. So we're holding each other accountable. And yeah, guys. And also, to be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna bullshit you. Last month's challenge, which was try a new recipe every week, I fucking failed it. I didn't do as good as I should have. Had a lot of things going on, which is not an excuse. I could have gotten it done, but I did 2 recipes. One turned out good. The other one was a fail. Other than that, I didn't try any because there's no excuses other than I didn't execute, right? But it is a new month. It is March. I did not tell you guys the challenge on the last podcast. That was my mistake. It slipped my mind. But this month's podcast is gonna be, make sure there's no cars coming right here because I ain't trying to get hit. We ain't trying to have, Savage ain't trying to be down again. Fuck all that. But this month's challenge, March's challenge is gonna be to read either 1 book if you're not a reader, or 2 books like myself. If you read here and there, if you're somewhat of an avid reader, read 2 books. I've been slacking personally on my reading, and I haven't read as much as I've wanted to for the year. So I'm getting back on track with that. Currently, I'm reading a book called The Reaper by Nicholas Irving. He was an Army Ranger sniper. And I don't know all his background, so I'm not going to bullshit you like I do. But I've seen him online say some of his stories, and very interesting character, very disciplined. And I had to switch it up from the self-improvement to audio biography. Just different information, different change of pace. And hopefully it's going to help me stay focused and capture my attention better, right? Because the previous book was Thinking Big. Yeah, Thinking Big. And I don't know, I was just reading a page or 2 pages, and I was just getting bored. So I had to put the book down, switch it up, and hopefully that's going to keep me more entertained, right? Keep me going. Also, if you guys haven't yet seen, I think I posted on Instagram, the reel with my mom. She had her second checkup with her foot. Doctor says healing really well. It's still swollen, but not as much. No infection, which is great. They changed her dressing, her bandages, just like they planned. They said if everything's going well, if everything looks well, next week, which is the week you're watching this, in a few days, they're going to remove the stitches from the outside. The stitches on the inside are going to dissolve, and they're going to put a boot on her foot, so she'd be able to move around just to do the minimum, he said. I made sure I asked him, because I don't want her running around the house thinking she can move all of a sudden, because I know she's been very frustrated being on the couch, being stuck inside, not being able to walk, hopping around on one leg, struggling, right? Mentally, it's taking a toll on her. Emotionally, it'll take a toll on anybody. I could only imagine how difficult it is. But in the macro of things, her foot is healing well, and hopefully all goes well, and she'll be back to better than she was before. But yeah, with the boot on, she is only going to be able to do the very basics, he said. Get up and get something to eat, get up and get something to drink, use the restroom, things like that. Not no cleaning the house, going to the store, walking around more than you need to. She still has to rest. She still has to recover. So, Mom, if you're watching this, make sure you're fucking recovering. We don't need you messing up your foot, right? But so that's going well, guys. Can't wait to get her on the podcast to give you guys an update as well. I'm sure she's ready to get on as well. Share her journey. Maybe we'll do a couple podcasts. A month in, 2 months in, 3 months in, and she's just gonna get back into it. But I know you guys are excited to. You guys miss her. I know you guys miss her, and you guys are excited to have her back. I'm excited to have her back. But if you guys have any message for her, go ahead and send her a message. If you guys are just watching this on YouTube, go ahead and leave her a comment. She checks it. She'll read it. She appreciates it. And yeah, we appreciate all you guys' support. Thank you guys for watching this. Thank you guys for supporting it, for liking it. Man, it means the fucking world to me. Even if it's one like I get, I fucking appreciate that. Because I know there's a couple people always liking it, always viewing it every fucking week. And man, that means the world to me because it takes a lot out of me to do these videos sometimes, right? But it just reassures me that that's my goal, is to help people. I want to help people any way possibly I can. And you guys are helping me as well, right? Don't get it twisted. You guys are helping me as well, but it's a give and take. So I'm very grateful for you guys. And previously on the last podcast where I went on a hike, I was talking about how I'm in the public, I'm talking out loud, I'm talking to a camera, and it feels weird. People are staring at me, it feels a little uncomfortable. But if you want to be a savage, you're gonna have to do uncomfortable things. You're gonna stand out, because this is not normal. Walking around with the camera, as much as you guys think, watching people do it online, this is not normal. It feels weird. And but discomfort is something that you got to get used to once you make that decision to become a savage. And one of the, I believe he's a subscriber. I hope he's a subscriber. And if you haven't yet, I really appreciate it if you do give me a subscribe. It means the world. Also, if you have a channel, put a comment in. I'll subscribe to your channel too as well. But that, I believe his name was Demon. He wrote a comment. He said he could relate to it. He feels awkward in social environments, and he has social anxiety. And he was asking me, what advice do I have for somebody? I'm gonna turn around now. Go back walking this way. Give you guys a view of the sky, the nice sunrise. But he was asking me, what advice do I have for somebody who has social anxiety? Oh man, I don't know if you want my advice. Whoa, where'd you go? Okay, there we are. I don't know if he wants my advice, but I'm gonna do my best to help you out, bro. I don't know how old you are, because that matters too, right? When you're younger, you feel you have a lot more insecurities. You have less social experience, especially in the world. If you're younger, the world you grew up in compared to the world that some other people grew up in. You know what? I'm gonna turn back walking this way because I don't want the sun to fuck up the video. But yeah, depending on how old you are, right? I'm gonna assume you're younger because most younger people deal with social anxiety. Some older, but I'm just gonna assume you're younger. I feel like, because I know the reason is because when I was younger, I dealt with a form of social anxiety. And it's funny because back when I was younger, I had never heard the term social anxiety. I've never even heard the word anxiety. I didn't even know what the fuck that meant, right? In my generation or my environment, the people I grew up with, my family members, my parents, my cousins, my people I grew up with at school, the generation, it was just like, there was no such thing as anxiety. At the end of the day, you're kind of just being a fucking bitch. If you're like, oh, I don't want to go here because I have anxiety, it's like, whoa, what the fuck is wrong with you? Nobody said that. It was just like, I feel uncomfortable. Stop being a bitch, right? But obviously nowadays, a lot of people it's a thing, and people are educated, and it's a thing a lot of people suffer from. But my belief is, if you haven't yet, I have a podcast about anxiety, but we got to retouch upon it. Maybe this will be it, right? But in my belief, anxiety is something that, I don't want to say that's all in your head, but it's definitely rooted to a lot of insecurities that we have within ourselves, right? And you telling yourself you have anxiety is not going to help you. It's not going to help. It might help you manage it because you're saying it's there. You're giving it power. Anytime you're saying something, you're believing in it. You're giving it power, right? So myself, I tell myself I don't have anxiety. I'm just a little nervous. That's the conversation I have with myself in my head. Because if I tell myself, man, you're anxious, I don't know what to do. I'm anxious. How do I deal with this? It's just going to roll the ball more where I get more anxious, right? I'm not giving that any power. It's like anything negative in your life, right? You don't want to avoid it, but at the same time, the more you think about it, sometimes the worse you make it. And that's no good for your mental state. It's just a vicious cycle. You're anxious because you're thinking you're anxious, which is making you more anxious, which is making you think of it more, right? So I believe 70, 80% of the people out there, it's probably just in their head. That's gonna hurt some feelings, but it is what it is. It's in your head, man. You gotta get the fuck out there and overcome it. And the way you do that, my experience, let me backtrack a little bit. So when I had social anxiety, when I was younger, and I didn't know that's what it was. I just thought it was being nervous, being shy. That's what we called it. That's what I called it. I was just being shy because I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know how to carry myself. I was too nervous. What would they think? All my own insecurities. In reality, most people don't give a fuck. They have their own securities they're worried about. It's like the whole thing when people go to the gym, right? You don't want to go to the gym and look awkward and look weird in front of people, when in reality, the other people there don't want to look awkward and feel weird with you looking at them, right? The majority of people are just there to get in the workout and get the fuck on, better their lives, right? They just want to knock it out for the most part. But when I was younger, I was so nervous. Like if I'd go to a restaurant and order something to eat at a restaurant, they messed up my order. I'd be too nervous, too shy to ask them to fix it. I would just eat it however it was. No matter if they put something on it I didn't like, no matter if they didn't cook something well enough, if they forgot to give me something on my meal, if they added onions, I didn't like onions, I would just take it off instead of asking. Or if they overcooked the steak, I would just eat it like that, whatever it was. If they forgot to give me napkins, I wouldn't ask for no napkins because I was that nervous, guys, to ask the waiter or waitress, hey, can I have some napkins, please? I was like, well, damn, they didn't give me any. I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to hope they give me some. And man, how that's a shitty mindset to have, waiting for people to, or waiting for the world to, give you what you want. Say, hey, you want some? It's like the world saying, hey, you want to be healthier? Here you go. No, you got to make the active decision to do it. Just like anything in life, you got to take a step towards it. And little by little, I grew up. I got a job, started, getting a little friend group. We started going out. Little by little, they'd invite me out. We'd go eat, we'd go do fun stuff, whatever. Had a group of friends. Still a little shy, still nervous, but had some friends, had a little social exposure, right? I feel like the best thing for anybody who has social anxiety is to slowly step into it, right? Like if you're getting into a cold ass pool, some people just hop in, but it shocks your body, and not everybody's ready for that. It shocks their body, they hop the fuck out. Sometimes you gotta go little by little so your body can adapt to it. And I feel like when you have social anxiety, if you go to a concert, it's gonna be too overwhelming for you, right? It's too many people, the noises, close proximity. So maybe just don't start there. Maybe for some people who really suffer from social anxiety, just go to the market and make an effort to talk to the cashier or make an effort to talk to the butcher, right? Just say, hey, how you doing? Small talk. That's what you got to do. You got to do a little bit of small talk, see how they're doing, and go from there. For some people, that's a lot. And for other people, morning. Oh shit, that fucking pit bull almost bit me. God damn. But for some people, that's a lot, right? Other people, it's more of the mall, like I said, going out, asking for different things. It depends. Everybody has different levels. But I would say whatever level you are, it has to be somewhat out of your comfort zone. All right? It is what it is, man. You want to fix something about you, you gotta make some adjustments. You got to change. You have to change some things if you want things to change. And that is going to be a little discomforting as you're growing. As you're growing, it's like growing pains, bro. You're going to be getting discomfort. Oh, shit, it's a yard sale. You're going to be getting discomfort little by little as you're growing, as you get more comfortable, all right? Me, 5-6 years ago, I wouldn't be able to be putting myself on video like this talking. If you go see my first one, I'm so fucking nervous, so uncomfortable. I wouldn't think of doing it outside of a house. Now look at me, I've done it how many times? I've become way better at it. I'm obviously still need a lot of work, but I'm way better than before, and gonna continue getting better. Gonna continue to improve, and that's what it's all about. But yeah, so stop telling yourself you have social anxiety. Stop telling yourself you have any anxiety, because you're giving it your mind starts to believe whatever you tell it, bro. You tell it you're scared, you're fucking scared. You know what I mean? And replace the word anxiety with excited. Replace the word nervous with excited, because it's somewhat the same feeling, right? I remember hearing a story about some racers in the Olympics, and they were asking them how do they feel right before the run, right before the race, if they were nervous. And they said that a lot of people said they were nervous, but the people who placed on the podium, they always said that they were excited. And that was a difference between the people who made the podium and didn't, was how they controlled their emotions and their perspective. Because think about it. What is the difference between saying you're nervous and you're excited? Right? One is you don't want to do it, and one is you're nervous, you're a little worried about it, your blood's rushing, but you're ready to do it. You want to do it. Right? But yeah, man. That's the best advice I got for people. And then don't say I said it, but it sounds wrong now I'm thinking about it. Don't say you're suffering from social anxiety. Right? There's other people with real suffering. People suffering with real illnesses. And the majority of people, those mental illnesses are self-induced, bro. You create that shit. You create that narrative in your fucking head. You tell yourself you're sick. You tell yourself that you have mental health problems. Like, what the fuck? And little by little, you're gonna have to gain the confidence, because a lot of it is confidence. A lot of it is insecurities, and you're not confident. If you're overweight, you got social anxiety, or if you fucking don't like the way you look, whatever reason it is, maybe you have acne, eat cleaner, try a cleaner fucking diet, use something to take care of your fucking face, right? If you're overweight like myself, when I was overweight, I had a lot of, insecurities. Do what you got to do to fucking lose weight, man, because things aren't going to magically change for you. Also, read books. Read books if you need to learn how to communicate, right? It's crazy that this day and age technology has helped us so much, but it's also hurt us drastically with communication. It's helped us with communication, but on a real life, face-to-face, a lot of people don't know how to communicate. They could text you all their emotions, but they can't talk to you. They don't know how to tell you how they feel. They don't know how to listen. So educate yourself as well on how to communicate, right? How to talk to people, what to say, what not to say. And how to be, at the end of the day, how to be yourself as well, right? Because that's the important part. When you're yourself, you have some confidence that is undeniable. Like, nobody's really gonna make you feel awkward or nervous or dumb. You'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with that person? Because you know you're confident in yourself. So first off, you got to build that self-confidence. And I believe the best way to build your self-confidence is to keep the promises that you set to yourself. This morning, I told myself I was going to wake up at 5 o'clock to go run with Anthony. That's what I did. I feel drastically better about myself. Imagine if I have hit snooze, left him hanging, I'd feel bad. Left myself hanging, I'd feel bad as well. I'd feel like I'm not keeping the promises to myself. I would just feel shitty. I would have overslept. I don't know if I would have stuck to my diet. It's just a roller coaster of events. Now, I'm like, okay, I woke up, feel good. I kept that promise to myself. And little by little, gradually, step by step, it's not gonna happen overnight. You start to build that confidence that you're the type of person that you're gonna do what you said you're gonna do when you're gonna do it. And man, I could promise you, that's gonna change the way you look at life and the way you look at people, right? So I don't know. It's hard for me to really, I guess, relate to people with severe social anxiety, man. Like I said, I had it, but when I had it, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I just knew I was a little bit nervous. And I guess life, I just had to sink or swim. I had to fucking get over it, bro. I had to get over it because I had to get a job. I had to talk to people. I had to get out there. I had to do certain things in life. Oh, she's a cop right there. I had to do certain things in life that just forced me to get over it, right? A lot of people in this day and age, their parents do everything for them. If you see, I remember as a kid, there was a certain point where my parents no longer order my food when we'd go out to eat. They would say, you order your food. You talk to them. You tell them what you want. And then growing up, I've seen a lot of people where they order for their kids, even if they're teenagers. They're like, so teenagers never have to learn that communication where they ask. They don't even learn the manners. Hey, yes, can I have steak and potatoes, please? Or steak and baked potatoes. Can I get it like this? Yes, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. They never learn that because their mommy and their daddy do it their whole fucking life. So when they get out to the real world, they don't know. That's one of the, I think the roots of it is a lot of people fucking, their parents baby the shit out of them where they've been hindered from social, communication for so long, so they don't know how to do it. And the best way to do it is just get the fuck over your fears, man. Get the fuck over your fears little by little. So that's the best advice I got. And also, think about or write down or think about the thoughts that go through your head when you have social anxiety. Think about how ridiculous they sound. Because I know in your head, it sounds like the world is on your shoulders. Sounds like everybody's looking at you. You're super nervous. You don't know what to say. It's funny because I used to go to the market. I was so nervous to talk to the cashier. I would be so insecure. I don't know why. I would literally physically start sweating. The longer I was there, the more nervous I got. It was so gut-wrenching. Just to go to the market, man, it's crazy to think about it. Little by little, I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna ask them how their day's doing. So that's what I'll do. Little by little, talk to them. Hey, how's your day going? Oh, good. You guys are busy, huh? Yeah. Yeah, the holidays are coming up, and I see you guys are out of stock on a lot of things. Whatever it is, little by little, go. And then they talk to so many people, you gotta remember, they just doing it out of customer service. They don't really give a fuck how you're doing. So it's practice. That's the best practice because they do so many people, they're not gonna think like, oh, this guy's a weirdo. He's whatever you stutter, whatever it is, this guy's just getting his job done. They're just trying to hurry the fuck up, get on to the next person, scan their shit, go take their breaks. They got their own problems, right? But I hope you guys get over it. I hope you guys, whoever it is, I hope if you have social anxiety, I hope you make an effort to get over it because nobody's going to be able to do it for you but you. And I promise you, everything in life is overcomable. If you're willing to put in the work, make the sacrifices, and have patience. It's not going to happen overnight, right? That's all I got for you guys, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, these podcasts that I'm doing, since I'm solo, I could do it more frequently throughout the week. So if you guys enjoying it, if you guys want more of these, I could probably knock out maybe another one a week here and there. Different places, like I said, different places, different. If you got a topic, let me know. If something you want to see you want to hear my point of view on, let me know. You might not like it, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what do you guys, or maybe you guys have some information. Maybe you guys have suffered with social anxiety and you guys might want to leave your guys' experience or a tip that helped you guys out in the comments to help out other people, right? Because that's what we're meant to do on this earth. Help other people. But Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys gained some value. Thank you for rocking with me. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys get after it. Have a great week. Keep your mindset right. Mindset's everything, man. But yeah, go out. Make sure you do the March challenge. Read 2 books. Read 2 books, man. Whatever they may be, you know. Get your brain going. Get the blood flowing through your brain, man. But hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys haven't yet, go check out the last podcast where I go on a hike, get some drone shots, pretty sick. But yeah, guys, peace. Have a good one. Thanks for rocking with me. You guys have a great one.